Yeah, we're back at it with some Perfect Dark. And I don't think I recorded my other playthrough, but we're gonna be doing that now. I beat it on hard mode. Because I was geeking out about this. No. We want, yeah. Didn't even play it on the other modes, okay. But yeah, I was geeking out about this, and I don't think I recorded it. I think I was just like happy to casually be playing.
Why the big hurry?
If Dr. Carroll is not extracted tonight, dataDyne will put him through mind conditioning, and we'll lose our best chance of finding out what dataDyne are up to.
Are they all expendable?
Don't joke. You have to be careful, Joanna. Code keys will only operate while the owner is alive. If you kill them, the key is useless. Armed guards are a different matter, of course.
What's the target location?
Work your way down the building to the ground level. Dr. Carroll will be in a research lab somewhere in the underground facility.
How will I recognize him?
We don't have an image record, and we can't find any official files. All we have is the name. Good luck, Dr. Dark.
Oh yeah, we're back into the thick of it. Dropped my food on the floor. Had to throw it away. Anyways. Whoa. I gotta get the buttons down. What were the buttons? Okay, that was that. R is reload. That's so satisfying. Okay, just to kind of explore a bit, show the atmosphere, because I kind of want to have, you know, a decent tour. Like, when you first played this game, what did you do? Oh, you go and explore and look at everything. Okay, so a couple of cool things here. The bullet holes. Everybody loved that. Everybody loves the bullet holes and stuff. Okay, and then you look out into this landscape. This was pretty decent. Like, seeing the cars flying made you think, oh, wow, there's activity out here, and this is really alive. Okay, and this was really cool. So with moon jump stuff, codes in Game Shark, you can, like, float over this ledge, and if you float through the scenery here, you pop into the thing you saw in the cinematic, the city in the cinematic, and you can explore around that. And then, if you go underneath these buildings, you can see something that says Anal Land. What? And, how did that get set off? And, the developer's faces and crap. Whoa. Oh, he must have patrolled out here and saw me. That almost never happens. Oh yeah. Let's see if I change my DPI here. That helps me at all. I like it a little higher. Ooh, that's too low. Man, I was getting headshots like a madman when I first did this. Yeah, like when you first came in here, this was amazing. Like, you see the shiny reflectiveness on the windows, and then you see the guys patrolling and walking and the realistic body movements. And watch this, like, you shoot him in the leg, he reacts to that. You can shoot his gun out of his hand. Shoot him in the hand, and look, he holds his hand. He can pick his gun back up. You could pick that up, too. Who is shooting? Okay, that's that. Personally, I didn't really know what these people were in here for when I first started this.
My gun.
Download the project files. Right, I'm logging on now. Whoa. Yeah, I noticed like these split-second things you can do with the keyboard and mouse that you couldn't do with the controller. They do make a difference, and you have to play the game differently. But I mean, I just love playing the game like this too. Just seeing like that this works with the code that they put in the game. These guys were just geniuses, dude. Like, either that or they were like part of some like secret society that was like part of the origin of where like computers started, and they just had the technology. Ooh. Oh, no. I don't know how. They did this so well. I mean, the fact that just in the future you can adapt this game to modern stuff. I mean, this was around back then, of course. Like, computers were obviously around, but I don't know. This game will just... maybe I want to be buried with a copy of this game. And GoldenEye. I know I gush about Perfect Dark all the time, but GoldenEye is up there, too. And I am playing through a bit of GoldenEye as well right now. Get stunned. Headshot. One. Oh god, where is he?
My gun. Come here.
Oh, he's out of there. That's not normal. I might die now. And the secondary functions here, oh my god, it's just so cool. And then there's a little bit of a secret here. If you let him run away without holding him up right away, and you know, as a kid too, you wanted to blow him away right away. Oh, he's running, he's trying to run. So then he goes in here, and then you get, oh, I'm a kid and I suck at this game. I got a powerful gun now, and oh, it introduces you to the laptop. And by the way, though, this wasn't simply available. I don't think you can do this on the easier difficulties. You have to be playing this harder one. So, as a kid, you're playing the easier one, then later on, you play this, and it's just amazing. And, by the way, you get in this elevator, and you're like, whoa, he just showed me another secret. What if I let him loose on the next floor? Is there something else? And did he even mean to reveal this weapon? Could he have grabbed it? What else? What other cool... Like, I mean, it just sparked so much intrigue. I mean, I don't know if I'm getting everything. And these lights, too, by the way. This does make it look nice and fancy and presentable. Like, this was cutting edge and awesome. God, I hope I'm getting everything. You move the furniture. This reminds me of Future Shock, that first-person shooter.
Right, I'm in.
I was a little disappointed that the screen, you couldn't tell what was going on. You just had to kind of trial and error that a little bit. But that adds to the world. It's like, well, computers just do this deep on the screen. I don't know. I just, you know, disable external comms hub. And then the music. I mean, you're getting a bombardment of just awesome awesomeness here. Story time. When we first got this game, my big brother went into town. We lived out in the country. He went into town to trade in a bunch of games to GameStop, and geez, they gave you like 50 cents or a quarter for your games. Like, I remember we traded in the South Park first-person shooter game for like 50 cents or less. And we had to trade in a bunch of games, and he bought this one, and I was so mad that he only came back with one game. And then here it was this awesome game that just belongs... I mean, this is a legendary game that belongs in the gaming history books. Oh my god. Ah! Can't believe I died. That gun is useless. And then you get these cool factoids at the end. Mission status failed. You know, you might expect that. But it's this cool interface too. I don't know, man. I like looking at this. This is visually pleasing. And then you can scroll through it. You know, you can review your objectives, what you failed, and then it lets you continue if you fail. Okay. I wonder why it specifically says that right there, not incomplete. But yeah, I mean, and this really helped decipher stuff that happened while you were playing. Oh, and then you get this stuff here. Scroll through that. I should actually go through this right now. Well, yeah, you know what? I am going to, because I kind of want this video to be like a proper playthrough. Background. On dataDyne Defection. A dataDyne scientist calling himself Dr. Carroll has contacted the Carrington Institute requesting that we rescue him from the dataDyne headquarters tonight. He claims that he has complained to dataDyne about moral implications of his current project, but rather than dismiss him, they will mentally restructure him until he finds the nature of the project acceptable again. Huh. This sounds like some stuff going on there in Europe when they made this. Carrington. So this is your, you know, like your MI6 or whatever with James Bond. This is your first mission, Joanna. And it could hardly be more vital to us. We need to get Dr. Carroll out of there before anything happens to him, and we also need to know about dataDyne's future plans. Our standard rules of engagement apply. Do not kill unarmed civilians. Remember, the code keys only work if their owners are alive. Objective 1. Jam the internal security comms hub. This is located in one of the top floors of the building, away from ground traffic interference. Use an ECM mine to jam the hub, black out the security cameras. The mine must be attached to the hub to be effective. Be quick, though, as the mine will only last for about a minute. Really? I never really saw that come into play. There are some things about this game. I haven't ever looked up or been on a forum to read it, so there's probably stuff that people are like, oh, of course, yeah, but I've never went and looked it all up. Objective 2. Obtain DeVries' necklace key. Cassandra DeVries carries her access key for restricted areas of the building on her necklace. It is linked to her personal health monitor and will cease to be active if her life signs fail. If you take the next key from her, you must render her unconscious, not kill her. Objective 3. Access executive computer files. Dr. Carroll's future is being decided in a meeting on one of the office floors. The executive in charge of Dr. Carroll's project is present at the meeting. Follow him to the office and gain access to his project files. Then download them to us using your data uplink device. Shouldn't it be upload them to us? Objective 4. Jam the external comms link. Oh, by the way, the shiny text here also adds flavor. This was like, and then it doesn't bother you when you're reading it. It just makes it look nice and like it's a fresh game. And to see these animations too, I mean, all this stuff in one package, just amazing. Complete. And then when you think about it too, oh, what is this interface? Oh, this is the thing right in front of your face there. It's your augmented reality thing, and they didn't get it didn't get too in the way, but it was there. They just freaking did it perfect, and they gave you things you didn't even know you wanted. All right, enough blowing this game. Objective 4: jam the external security comms link. Complete the communication blackout by placing another ECM mine on the equipment in the security room at the base of the building. This will jam any automatic calls for outside help. Objective 5: secure the secret lift. Locate the secret lift to the basement laboratory where Dr. Carroll is incarcerated. The exact location is unknown, but it should be found somewhere on the foyer level. 1 minute, I got a call here. Okay, so I had to take that call. All right, here we go. We're getting back to the action. We'll skip that this time. We'll get all, and it lets you do this sneakiness right away, just like the beginning of GoldenEye, where you shoot the guy in the bathroom, and he lets you get the drop on him. Oh, you're dead. Isn't there one more guy in here?
We're getting a positive reading. The internal comms hub is nearby.
I love the pie menu. Oh, the pie menu was so genius. Okay. Something died with Rare. Okay, and this game did not go frickin' super legendary because it released near the end of the N64 life cycle. So that's really sad. Oh, and then check this out. I think it gets a little too dark. Although I guess dark is dark. But I feel like just in any room there would be more residual light or something. I don't know. Anyways. But yeah. And then second. Oh, and then. Oh god. There was a. Maybe it's not right there. I don't know. Oh, and you can lean. How many games today even friggin' do that? I don't think those Call of Duty games even did that for the most part. The one I know one of them did. I saw some of that, but like, it took them so long to get that done. Like, come on now, what's up with that? Oh, and then like you go back here, you're like, whoa, what's this? There's a computer at the desk. Like, what is this one used for? Can I secretly use it? And dude, they did it so perfectly. All these little secrets that they hid in here, if you like, it just made you like, what's here? What's there? It made you look at everything, and you care. They made you care about this game too. Like, I gotta say, like a lot of games I play nowadays, even when they have stuff like that, I'm like, yeah, you just kind of threw it in there. It's tacked on. God, one game that just floods into my mind, with just a ridiculous amount of unlockables and you just don't care about the game is this game Mother Russia Bleeds. Oh god. Oh no. Just gonna pump bullets into him. That's what I gotta do. Some DPS here. Some DPS in. Wow, that was... I really botched that. Kind of farmed it there. See, and then like, oh, you can block this. Oh, dude, I suck as a kid playing this game. Can I block the enemies off and try some other strat? Oh, man. It's just... And they made jump it... No need for jumping. I mean... It's just... It's amazing. Oh, and then... Not only can you shoot the windows out, but you can fall out the freaking window. And... You can shoot the cars out of the air. I forgot to mention that. Like that, I love interactivity. I've always loved interactivity in games, and then this game gave it to me too. On top of all this other goodness, it's just insane. I think this is probably my favorite game of all time. And I know, like, okay, some things, blah blah blah. If you tried to update this, if you made this in a modern game engine, I don't think it would have the same impact. There's just no way. And I almost like feel bad for people that they didn't get to see, because the thing was, technology at the time here, like everything was just getting better all the time. Everything was strictly better. Like, I don't want to say this game is better than GoldenEye, because I will still play me some GoldenEye, and I am recording some of that right now. However, just all the extra added features, like they should have just made another like James Bond game. Well, Twine was good, but I don't know, it just didn't hit the same. Oh my god. And it's like, oh, they put plants here. Oh, you can move the plant too. And then you start to wonder, like, the way that they reused objects, now that I know about coding, they did this so genius. Like, by the way, all these guns, you can, on the Game Shark, you could make your own custom weapons in this. And this is way before game modding was a huge thing. Like, there was Doom for Programming Gurus or whatever, that book. But, like, good luck. We didn't know anybody who knew anybody who was a programmer until, like, 2010. And then... Oh. And then, even if you did, good luck getting a hold of the mods. You know? And I do remember, go into his office. That was cool. Oh, dude, you can go into people's offices, dude. I got an office. And they just made it, they did it just enough. And
I've got a password.
that's another cool thing that they did, too. In just any game. Like, these little touches to make it seem real enough. And everyone was like, oh, I get it. That's an office. Oh, I get it. This is a circus. Oh, I get it. And now you'd look at the stuff, you'd be like, wow, this is kind of crappily set up. But, like, even for people who are, you know, they love their graphics and okay, fair point. From today's perspective and timeline, it looks like junk. But it's not over. Like, there is still appreciation to be had. Oh, crap. I was hoping you wouldn't die. Okay. And the appreciation is the advancement of tech on a timeline. And this... I want to comment again, this game took the wind out of the sail of Half-Life. I didn't play Half-Life right away, and I do believe Half-Life came out a little bit before... No, it came out before this for sure, but GoldenEye... GoldenEye is what really took the wind out of the sail. But then since I played this, even before Half-Life, I mean, it was just to say... And the multiplayer, there was just nothing like it. The possibilities were endless. Everybody loved it. Dude, it was just crazy. Like, one thing that needs to happen again, they need to put bots back in games. And there were the personalities you could give them. Feud Sim, Venge Sim, Turtle Sim. I love those guys. Meat Sim. Come on, dude. That is so funny. And it just means super easy. And it's like, yeah, we're just killing them. And then, you know, it's a joke. You know, we didn't never really use the term meat that way, but you got it. And they were just passing this, you know, sort of, it had to have been a cultural connection. And by the way, you can get in these floors with the moon jump code and there's nothing there. But they put enough there to just intrigue you. Like, oh my god, what if you got on these floors? Is there a secret way to do it? It's just... never ending with the intrigue. Oh boy. Let's get something a little more powerful out here. I was doing this all without that aiming before. I gotta... Did I get a double? No, it doesn't give me a double there, huh? Alright. Oh yeah, you know what? Let's just show off the laptop gun. I don't even think you get stuff like this in games now. Okay, and... Okay, you could throw it and pick it back up. This was mind-blowing. This was mind-blowing even until recently, I think. Look at this. And then, oh, look, I suck as a kid. You know, here, it'll do all the work for me. Oh, well, maybe not. I don't know why it's sucking so bad, but... I mean, you know, and yeah, that wasn't as effective as you hoped it would be. I can't stress being a 90s kid playing this, you know, you're like, oh, I suck at this game! And also something to add to the whole little pie here is that it's not like your parents knew about video games. A lot of you younger people will say, oh, but whatever, my dad plays video games. Well, that was not the case when we were kids. Like, there was such a notion as, oh, these people are old and out of touch with reality. I mean, maybe that exists a bit today, but I assure you it is not the same as it was. Oh, damn it, I almost died right at the end. It is not the same as it was when I was a kid. Oh, look at that. Nice cinematic. You treated you a cinematic. We always wondered why the clip wasn't actually there. But props to Rareware for... Now, see, I don't even know what the optimization was, but I know they must have been juggling a couple of things, like... Because you notice how the hands don't have individual fingers? There's a complexity involved with little objects like that. Plus, you know, maybe we could have done it, but it would have taken this much time. There was no problem with the technical stuff. It was just the time factor. And, dude, they made all the right choices. There's almost nothing I would improve about this game. Even when I get pissed off playing levels that I cannot beat. Yeah, I can't even beat some of these levels on hard mode without the mouse and keyboard. Like... I appreciate the challenge, and then like I saw people that were better than me that did it. Actually, only one person I ever saw just owned this game. They had all the challenges completed on 1, 2, 3, and 4 player. They were doing crap that I never even thought possible. They unlocked all these cheats and tied world records and stuff for levels, and you know the go fast thing. Oh, by the way, shout out to the elite. You know who you are. Thank you. Our White Goose for those videos. I just, you know, I didn't want to name drop in these videos, but you guys are so solid and you've made history. I mean, speedrunning can be degenerate. I do understand that, and how much hours you got to put in. Trust me, man. I tried speedrunning stuff myself, and I did tie one world record with the duel level in this. By the way, it's one of the probably the easiest one out of anything ever, but. Back then, YouTube didn't exist. I had to find out this through this guy that was like, I don't know how he even had these videos on his computer, but then I get over there and he's got an archive of my favorite games and all these speed runs and secrets. I'm like, what? Oh yeah, back then. I mean, I think even the younger generation remembers when YouTube, well, at least when they were younger, they certainly remember when YouTube was on the rise, because I know that it was been in 2005, and I never saw people using it mainstream until like 2013, like late 2013. Anyways, I'm gonna go. I gotta play some of a different game. I'm gonna play some board games now. Love this game. Hope to start some discussions on the YouTube channel or wherever this gets posted or whatever. I could talk Perfect Dark all day. I would also love to hear from anybody who is able to tap into any of the knowledge about like how this game was made. I know they did that rare replay thing in some of the interviews, but that's just I want more, you know. One thing I was on recently is the music. The music is just epic. It's like robot future alien music. And then I looked it up, and the creators or whatever even labeled it the same way. I'm like, man, I didn't even know you guys use those same words, and just the mental link that they did here. And dude, this came out of Britain, by the way, and I mean, when I was a kid, I never heard anything about Europe like most of my life, except for historical things in school, until like 2010. So, and even then it was just a little whisper, and then I didn't really hear of Europe again until like 2014 or 2016, something like that. Like, I mean, there was like no current event news coming out of there. Even when the Soviet Union fell there, that milestone in 1990, I don't remember anyone talking about that. And that's such a faint memory that I don't even remember anyone ever bringing up living when the Soviet Union was a thing until 2000. This was very late 2016, early 2017, when these old-timers that ran this U-Haul business, I was moving for a job, and these old-timers were talking about the Soviet Union, and then they were talking about, you know, the communism in the East and stuff like that, and, you know, they were living through it, and they remember all these events. I'm like, wow, I'm just learning about this stuff, and it just kind of seemed like such a distant memory that nobody alive today lived through these things, but they did. Point is, you know, Britain here, you know, you didn't hear any news from Europe or anything, and then this game comes out, and it's just a hit. I mean, you know, and another comment I want to add too, people will go through the N64 library and say, oh, there weren't that many games. Well, the way people consume product today is vast. It's different from even before Netflix, just before Netflix was streaming on the internet, and not the mail-in stuff. That's a different thing. But like when people would rent videos from a physical store, people would watch movies over and over and over and over again. I think I've watched Grandma's Boy somewhere over 600 times. I think for 2 years straight, we watched that movie actually every single day. And there's a group of people that would come over and we would all watch it together. I've seen it, you know, most of the Matrix 1, like 600 sometimes at least. Like, it... But, I just love that movie. But, you know, by the way, they need to remake the second and third movie. Don't get political, just do what you did in the first one and just make it good. But, so, anyways, I will be back. I definitely be playing more of this game. I hope people who love this game join in on the conversation. Again, I could talk about anything, so, alright, we'll see you in the next one.